Welcome. What's up, everybody? It's Friday night. Mlb Dfs Pre-Lock Live, your fearless choice. Pete Cole here. I got a co-host with me, which is nice. Gervais is here with me. What's up, my man?
What's going on? What's going on? Happy Friday, bro.
Yeah, right. And it's this is kind of a quick show we put together this afternoon. I'm thinking about it. There's only a week and a half left, not much baseball left, so I'm trying to get as much as I can as possible.
Who's the best player in the world?
We've been on a nice roll here for the last
You're
month or
in
so, so I'm trying to get
Who's
as
the best
many
player of all
games
time?
into sites as possible. But fearlesschoice.com, special going on right now, $25 a month. The first 2 months is a college football special. And man, there's so much shit going on this weekend. If you look at go to our website, fearlesschoice.com. I just pulled it up myself to look for my article for top plays, and we got articles for everything going on this weekend, especially college football, big college football weekend. There's actually a slate tonight, 4 gamers, 6:30. Tomorrow we got games at noontime, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10:15. Walter Waddell's got write-ups on, I think, pretty much every single slate. He's going to have a live stream tomorrow morning. I believe, was it 11 o'clock tomorrow morning? I believe it's 11. But
Yeah, 11. Yep.
11, okay. And then he's going to have some Discord shows during days for the later slates. So college football, and we've been pretty much crushing that. We have WNBA Sunday, NFL Sunday. There's even some NASCAR tonight. The NASCAR trucks go on at 9/11 tonight. We have a write-up on that. Soccer EPL tomorrow, big slate. And what else? And of course, MLB all weekend. So a lot going on. Don't get crazy with your bankroll. That's happened to me before. So, kind of like even it out with all these slates. But we're here for MLB. Big slate, 15 games. It's a real big slate. Friday night's usually a big slate, but 15 games is a lot. So we're going to try to plow through it, give you our top plays at each position, top pitchers for cash. Then I'm going to go to G at the end for some of his top stacks. He's a big GPP player. Maybe get some. He's also one of our head of our betting department, so he's a big bettor. And then some price picks, and then we'll get out of here to make some lineups. So, you guys have any questions? Throw them in the top chat room. Anybody's watching, and we'll get to them as you go through each position. So, let's start off weather. So there is one weather concern. I think it's in New York, Yankee Stadium, and Boston. In Fenway, Yankees in Boston. Big series though this weekend. Garrett Cole going tonight, but I'm seeing concerns most of the day, scattered showers. It's not like an orange, but I'm seeing it's a yellow. So I'm assuming that they go. They're saying it doesn't look terrible, but you never know. And they want to get this series in, but it may be enough to push me off Garrett Cole, in some main cash game. So that's pretty much it for weather. Just that one game. Vegas hitting there right now. So implied, we actually have a big ass implied tonight because it's a Coors game. Giants are in Coors, and we have a 7 implied, 7.3 now. Open up to 7.3 runs to the Giants. You don't see 7 runs very often, but we see it tonight. They're going up against this Lambert kid for Colorado. It was a gas can. It's kind of pretty much a bullpen game for the Rockies. So the Giants are going to be popular. They're not real expensive on DK, and they're 7-3. So, but you also have the Dodgers. Dodgers are over a 6. So very rare do you see actually 2 teams over 6 implied runs. We have a time the Dodgers and the Giants. So it's a good night if you want to be different. Anybody's going to be the Giants, and maybe roll a Dodgers lineup, especially tonight against Arizona. And beside that, anybody's below that, Phillies, Cardinals, Rockies in Coors, and then the Rays, all but 5.
Yeah, roof's open in that Zona game again. So I agree. I think Dodgers could be really sneaky.
Totally agreed. I've been looking at them all day, and they're not catching much ownership either from what I see. Even a kid like Gavin Lux, who's only 2.7 and who's totally crushing the ball, batting 8th. They're all going against Humberto Castellanos. So what's that, a 10 over under? So yeah, there's going to be a lot of fireworks in that game. So the main teams are the Dodgers and the Rockies. On the money line, the biggest favorite is the Rays tonight, minus 255 against Miami. Then we get the Phillies, Kyle Gibson, minus 225, Pirates, Dodgers, minus 224. And that's it for any teams over minus 200. And then we have the Giants, minus 188. So the biggest favorites, Rays, Phillies, and Dodgers tonight. So if we get all that out of the way, let's get to the real good stuff, the pitching. Our cheat sheet is up. And you guys that are premium members, you check it out. Has it been updated or no? Do we have it updated yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
yep, it is.
refresh. 605.
Yep, I just saw it. Yep, just got updated. Perfect. So hot out the presses. Let's take a look at. It's looking like, see, there's a lot of pitchers tonight. A lot of ways you can go. I really don't remember a slate this year where we had 4 guys like over 28% ownership. So many ways you can go tonight in pitching, which is pretty cool because I think it's going to be a very chalky slate in the batters. So this may be pitching, may be what's going to keep a lot of people from the same lineup. And Sonny Gray, we got two guys over 30, Sonny Gray and Logan Gilbert. Right now, I'm on Sonny Gray. I'm not a Sonny Gray guy, but I do think Gray's in a pretty good spot tonight. I mean, it seems like he gets beat up a lot. The thing with Sonny Gray is he'll give up a few runs, but he'll also get a shitload of strikeouts to kind of even that out. And at the end of the year, you look at his numbers, 3.84 ERA, 371 FIP, 146 strikeouts across 126 innings, which is pretty damn good. So he's in a good spot. He faced Washington earlier season, and he was lights out. 6 shutout innings, 5 strikeouts, only gave up just 2 hits. And that's when they had Trey Turner, them guys on a team. So Gray probably is my top pitcher. Agree with it. The other guy with 30% is Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. And Gilbert's kind of like, I guess, like your value type play. He's probably going to be popular because of his price. Kids, I mean, good price, 6,400, but the kid's been up and down. Let me see. In the last 4 games, he's faced the Royals, Red Sox, Astros twice. He's actually been doing pretty good. Now he gets the Angels. And the Angels are not the greatest offense. The last 4 weeks, the Angels are striking out 25% of the time to righties, 27 WOBA against righties. So he is a pretty decent cheap price at 6,400. He just scares me. I just feel like I'm ready for a burnout game on him because he actually has been pitching pretty well. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up going with him because I'm really on the kid from Dylan Cease for the White Sox. He's probably my number 2 pitcher for cash, and he's our number 3rd pitcher in ownership at 29%. So he's pretty much the same ownership as Gilbert and Gray. But I just think I like Cease. He's been up and down a lot, but pretty much he's like Gray when you look back at the big picture. I mean, he still has 12 wins, 4 ERA, 212 strikeouts across only 156 innings. So if he didn't have that big ERA, he would be an amazing start tonight. But his last start was great against the Rangers. 5 shutout innings, struck out 10. So looking at something similar tonight in Cleveland. Cleveland's at the 4th highest strikeout rate in the last 2 weeks. And going up against Shane Bieber. So Shane Bieber's back tonight, which I was surprised.
Yeah, Bieber's back. That's really cool.
Yeah, I thought they're going to shut him down, but which is pretty cool that they're letting him they're not babying him and letting him maybe get 1 or 2 more starts before the season's over with. I'm a Bieber guy, so. But I think Cease is a really good spot. Just know he can implode on you. He's done it many times, but he also type of guy, like I said, he can go 5 innings and throw out and strike out 10 easy. 4th guy we're looking at is Kyle Gibson. And I'm a huge Kyle Gibson guy, but the way he's been pitching lately, he's been hit around. I mean, the thing is the strikeouts have been there, but he's getting hit. He's got 7 earned runs over his last 11 innings, but he's at a 16-to-1 K to walk ratio. And he did face Pittsburgh earlier, and looked really good. You know, the last 2 weeks, Pittsburgh's only hitting 701 team OPS, 305 WOBA, which is ranked the bottom 3rd of MLB. So Gibson's there. I'd probably rank him personally. Gray, Cease, Gilbert, Gibson. But I think all 4 of those guys are viable. So you pretty much take 2 of them and move on. I know people are talking about Ryan Yarbrough. I think Ryan Yarbrough's in a different category than those guys. But they're my top 4 guys. Anybody else is GPP. Even Garrett Cole, I think because Cold's expensive. We're dealing with rain tonight. I just don't think you take a chance. Anybody else here? There's somebody. I know there's somebody I'm missing to talk about. Oh, Barrios, Jose Barrios. What do you see for Barrios ownership? I don't see it up there.
6.4.
So there's your sneaky play of the night, Barrios.
I mean, between him and Cole, I think, I honestly, I mean, it's tough tonight. Like for cash, you really could do well just like playing these lower pitchers and just these lower price pitchers and just loading up on bats, because I mean that's why you see the ownership the way it is, just because it's it's going to be a little random for sure.
Barrios is 9.5. The only thing I like about Barrios though is he's going for back-to-back revenge games over his team here. He faced Minnesota last weekend and had 21.4 DK points, 6 strikeouts over 6 innings. Now he comes back to Target Field for a repeat performance. Toronto needs to win these games. He's been pitching well. Over his last 5 starts, he's got 2.38 ERA, 0.76 WHIP, which is excellent, and 25.2 strikeout rate. So while averaging almost 26 fantasy points a game. So Barrios actually is my sneaky game. And they're talking about the game being 55-degree weather tonight. Well, I guess it's already middle of September. I'm used to being down here in Florida, 100 degrees. So they're talking about 55 degrees tonight in Minnesota, in Target Field. So Barrios is my sneaky call. Great GBP play, I think. So that's it for pretty much for pitching. I mean, there's 30 pitchers, 15 games. I'm not gonna go through them all. So kind of just to wrap it up, Gray, Gilbert, Cease, and Gibson are your 4. Pretty much pick 2 of them. You can go Gilbert, like I said, you can go Gilbert and Gibson, and load up on bats and go 2 cheaper guys. All right, so let's go around the bases quick. Catcher tonight. What do we have? Is Buster Posey? Did Posey make the starting lineup tonight? I'm assuming he did, right?
Lineup. Let me see quickly.
Actually, I see it now. He did. He's batting 3rd.
Yeah, he's 3rd.
Okay, so Posey's like going to be the popular play at catcher. The problem is, I mean, he's 5K. I'm not sure if you can get up there to him, but it's Posey in Colorado in Coors. I like Sal Perez also. If you're going to go up there, Perez is still hitting, and he's facing Casey Mize, where he's 7-14 BBP with a bomb. So you really can't be that. And Salvi was batting 3rd tonight against Mize. They're your 2 pay ups. Probably gonna be a pay down tonight. And actually, who I like is JT Realmuto, who's crushing the ball right now. He's got hits in 9 of his last 10. 4 multi-hits in that. Yeah,
he came off the bench yesterday and had like 4 hits.
Did he might even hit a home run last night?
Yeah, he hit a home run. He did everything, and he didn't even start the game.
Yeah, 28 DK points. I actually stacked the Phillies. Woke up and even though I cashed it, but like, wow, I thought I had a big number. Half the runs were from pinch hitters and stuff. But 320 over the last week, hitting 300 over the last month. So 16 ribbies. Great play. If you're going to go all the way down, I don't mind Pedro Severino for Baltimore. Batting 5th tonight in Camden, Hitters Park against Spencer Howard. So I don't mind that play. He's probably my favorite punt or value call. We got this kid from Miami, Fortes, who's only 2K. Now this kid from Miami is Fortes. He's got back-to-back home run games, Nick Fortes. So that might be your value right there at 2K batting 7th. Nick Fortes. And let me just make sure I thought I saw him in the lineup. No, I just lost the Marlins line. Yeah, he's batting 7th. So Fortes, I think it's a great punt at 2K. Here you got a kid back-to-back home run games. Averaging like 15 DK points the last 2 games. And probably anybody else out there? No, Elias Diaz at 3.8, still kind of high for Coors. But I say, I guess, go to Posey, mid-range, Realmuto, or down to this Fortes kid at 2K. First base, probably all about Brandon Belt, right? For ownership wise, he's probably your top owned at.
Yeah, Ballot is 21%, 22% almost, and then Cron, and then you're looking at Goldie or Muncie, or punting, I guess.
So, like, first of all, you gotta be careful with Goldie. I saw that Goldie price. I was like, wow, 3,300 until I realized it's a doubleheader game. So it's only 7 innings, but still, it's a pretty good price for Goldie, as hot as he's been. And he's crushing the ball. He's hitting 390 last week, 340 over the last month. So still in play, probably GBP only. But Belt's your top play. I think though I'd probably rather drop down to CJ Cron, who's down below 4K. He's got 9 hits in his last 3 games, hitting 440 over his last week. In course, he's got 18 homers, hitting 335 on the year. So to me, I think CJ Cron should be the play. And instead of paying Belt at 5,300.
Yeah, he's a good play. He's a good play. If you want to go down in salary, obviously Belt, like the Giants just crush at Coors for some reason. So, but
yeah, they do.
They score like 10 runs a game when they play at Coors. Well, I said for some reason, but yeah, I guess everyone kind of does that. But yeah, I mean, Croner or Belt or Goldie for GPP, like you said.
Frankie Schwindel, but it's a 7-inning game. This kid's crushing the ball too. He's an 11-game hit streak. Just remember it's 7 innings. So yeah, to me, I think it's Cron's your play. If not, then you play Brandon Belt at that high price. The problem is if you want to play the guys like Chris Bryant, some of these other guys, it may be tough getting Belt in. But he's got the lefty versus righty matchup, 327 ISO, 407 WOBA. I mean, Belt's crushed righties this whole year. So so Curry has. So like Brandon Belt. I've always liked Brandon Belt. That's first base. Going around now to second base. This may be the one position maybe where you can get a little bit different, because I think it's a couple ways you can go at second. Tommy Estella is going to be popular.
So right now it's Turner 19.3, Listella 17%, Brendan Rodgers 9%, 10%, LeMahieu 6%, and then just down from there. Everyone else would be GPP really.
I like Rodgers a lot, especially in course. He's hitting 305 in September. Of course, Listella leading off. Turner, if you have the money, and Brandon Lau. Anytime you can get Lau against righty, I think Lau's in play. Another guy I like, I play a lot lately, is Nikki Solak for Texas, and he's playing in Camden Yards, which is Hitter's Park, going up against Alexander Wells, who's a gas cam, and you got Solak batting 5th tonight with a righty versus lefty advantage. So Solak is like one of my favorite value plays at 3-3. Then you got Rodgers and Listella right there with him. So this might be where you can get maybe a little bit different, but some people may be on Rodgers, other people go to Listella, or you can go up to like a Trey Turner or Brandon Lau. So second base may be the one position where we see some different plays at. And third base, it brings us to, you can play Bryant, or you got Evan Longoria sitting there Longo at below 4K. So you're probably going to play one of those guys at third, right? And then I'm thinking probably Longo at third, and you can probably play Chris Bryant in the outfield if you want.
Yeah, Longo's driving ownership, 20%. Chris Bryant, 16%. Arenado at 7%. Colton Walker, 6.5%. And then Suarez at 6.3%. Suarez, hell no.
This Welker kid's minimum price. And he's first and third base eligible. Kind of forgot about him. He's got the platoon advantage over Alex Wood, too. Just remember, Alex Wood is not a pushover either. I mean, he's in Coors. We saw what they did to Max yesterday. So he's hittable. But Alex Wood's is a pretty good pitcher also. Anybody else at third? I mean, Austin Riley. We should be playing him almost every night. The kid just keeps crushing. He crushed yesterday. Great GBP play, probably. The kid's still under 5K. 256 ISO, 405 WOBA against righties. 370 with the last week. So Riley's a great play. Kyle Seager for Seattle is a great GBP play. If you want to be different, I'm assuming he'll be in the starting lineup today. I didn't realize he's got like 35 homers on the year. But Longoria is your top play. If you don't want to go to Chris Bryant, the top play, the pay-up play. 13 doubles, 7 homers since becoming a Giant this year. Shortstop this year. I mean, this is going to be a very chalky slate. Shortstops, how be all about Trevor Story, right? Is that what we got ownership? Story Seager, probably.
Yeah, Story 17%. He's the highest owned. Then you're looking at Seager at right around 17, 16. And then Brandon Crawford at 7%. And then just down from there, Urshela at 6%. But yeah, so cash, you're looking, I guess, Story Seager, like you said.
It just worries me because it's we even saw it with the Dodgers the other day. It's always that first game at Coors always seems to be low scoring. That's where some way that may end up. I love Seager tonight. I think he's in a great spot. But then when you look at, Trevor Story at 4.3 in Coors, I mean, and he's not had the greatest year, but he's still got 304 ISO, 402 wOBA, which is elite against lefties. Story probably is the play. You got the T sitting there also.
Yeah, Rockies and the Rockies crush lefties. I know. I think I said that the other day, but I guess they just keep facing lefties. But they do crush lefties. They're top 5 in most categories.
So the play Story, you want to be different. Like I said, we go Seager, and we'll go way down. Guys like Charlie Culberson. I saw Culberson as a value play maybe. I like that Camden Yards game. Maybe he's batting 6th tonight, which is actually not bad. He gets a lefty with Wells, so of course GVP play only, but it's gonna be Story or Seager, one or the other tonight. This is pretty easy here. Outfield, a lot of outfield plays. This may be where we can be a little bit different also. You can throw Chris Bryant in there if you want to. Lamont Wade at 4.6. Lamont Wade's a really good FanDuel play. He's only 3K on FanDuel. So if you're running FanDuel, not a bad play there. Harper, of course, I think should be MVP.
Ownership is showing Betts 18%, Bryant 16%, then Springer 16%, Wade 15%, and then Teoscar and Bryce, and just down from there, really.
Wow, so these Blue Jays, catch some love. Springer, Teo. Cedric Mullins is always in there for I think a safe cash play. Who else we got? I feel like I'm missing another outfield that should be mentioned.
Yastrzemski as well, and then
Yastrzemski, that was the guy.
Tapia as well, 3,200 on DK.
If you want to look at some punts, and this may be to where you can be different, I'm all over Gavin Lux still. Gavin Lux is hitting 430 over the last month. He's hitting 470 over the last 7 days. And he's getting absolutely no love. He's been down the bottom of the order, but he's a lefty against Castellano. So I may have Gavin Lux in my main lineup tonight just to be different at that price at 2.7. If I need that. Another one I like is Cole Calhoun tonight, batting cleanup against Gonsolin at 2.6. These are if you need punt plays, if you end up going with some expensive pitchers. I like using Brandon Marsh a lot for the Angels. If you're not using Logan Gilbert. Miami always has some cheap guys like that De La Cruz, Jesus Sanchez. Those guys can always lose one on you. Possibly Sanchez is batting 4th, De La Cruz batting 3rd. So plenty of ways you can go tonight to be different, I guess, in the outfield. So this may be another position we can go and not go with the field. Aaron Judge sitting there. He's batting 3rd tonight against Eovaldi. I said Mullins. So it's pretty much this is where you can make your choice. I mean, if I'm going to play Longoria at 3rd, I may end up playing Bryant in the outfield with like a Lux and Calhoun, and then find another high-priced outfielder to throw in there. Juan Soto is another name we didn't mention. I didn't realize Soto over the last week's hit 545, 4 homers, 7 RBIs, with 3 homers and 5 ribbies over his last 2 games. Plus, he's 4 for 8 against Sonny Gray. So if you're not using Sonny Gray, Juan Soto crushes Sonny Gray. Probably the only guy you got to worry about in
Cincinnati, right? Where
the
ball flies in Cincinnati. That's a small ballpark, really. So.
Oh yeah, Great America. small park, right? But if they weren't so, I mean, when you got Jordy Mercer still, Hebert Ruiz, Alcides Escobar batting second. I mean, I do like Lane Thomas. Gray should get through this lineup, but every time I seem to count on Sonny Gray, especially in Cincinnati, as he falls on his face on me. So he does worry me. He does worry me a little bit. Okay, that's pretty much it. Going around the bases. Give me your top stacks. What do you got for top stacks tonight?
I mean, it's really hard for me not to say Dodgers. So I'm going to say Dodgers, but I'm going to say, you can look to get some of the bottom of the order, because as much as you like Lux, I like Lux just as much. He's been absolutely destroying. Like, he's pretty much on fire. And then they got Pollock back recently, I think yesterday. So you could go kind of like Justin Turner, Pollock, Lux, and avoid a lot of ownership, really.
Yeah, they're probably my top stack also. Beside the scores. The Blue Jays also. Now the Blue Jays, I probably would rather play the Blue Jays stack than the Rockies, but they're gonna be a little bit cheaper. And Bailey Ober has just been total shit. So for the Twins, and the Blue Jays got to win. There's way too much power and contact on top of that lineup. Not to like it when you got guys like Vlad, Semien, Springer, Bichette, Teo. I mean, that's some firepower there. So don't sleep on the Blue Jays also tonight. And then once again, nobody talks about the Rays. Every day, nobody talks about the Rays. And half the time, they end up being the highest scoring team of the slate. So bring it up again. They're going up against Edward Cabrera of Miami. It's in Tampa. It's a pitcher's park. You can't sleep on these guys like Troy, Brandon Lau, Meadows. Nelly Cruz batting cleanup tonight. Joey Wendell crushes righties. So don't sleep on the Rays tonight either. It can be very low owned probably.
Yeah, and I like Arizona a little bit too, just the other side of the Dodgers game. I like Arizona a little bit in that ballpark with the open roof. Gonsolin, he's good, but he's not the greatest. He's definitely hittable. And these guys have been hitting, like Varsho, Marte, a few of the other guys have been hitting. So yeah, I like that. I like that.
No, I like that call. I agree with you. Varsho has been on fire, man. This kid, his last 4 or 5 DK games, 14 DK points, and he had a 0, but then 12, 10, 23. So Varsho has been very quiet, having like great second half. I'll play KTL Marte every game. I love Marte. Said I like Cole Calhoun tonight at that price. I've always been a Calhoun guy. So I may end up having Calhoun in my main lineup, maybe. So there you go. We got some decent stacks, some different ones also. Nice call on Arizona and also the Rays, who nobody's gonna be playing. All right, so I'll do a quick prize picks. And then if you have any bets you want to throw out there, I think you might have some prize picks also, right?
Yeah, I have a few that we could talk about.
So
let me see.
Code YFC for anybody that is new to prize picks. Just get code YFC, sign up, they'll match your deposit up to $100. I have Dalton Varsho over half a run RBI. I think I might have the same picks as you actually. Varsho over half a run RBI. That should be an easy one. And I have Seager over 8.5 fantasy points.
Oh, so we actually do have two of the same picks. That's amazing.
I think we do. Yeah, it just dawned on me.
Yeah, so Seager I was on, and then Varsho I was on because he's hot, and then you only need a run or an RBI. Like if he gets a hit, it's probably an RBI. And then I had Eovaldi under 29.5. I don't know if it's moved since. I just think these guys are gonna I just think Cole is gonna do well. I think that they're just gonna win the game, and in order to win the game, they're gonna have to hit Eovaldi. So I don't think he's gonna last very long. And then I had Jack Mayfield over 0.5 runs RBI. So you just need a runner and RBI. And he's been pretty hot. I think he would actually be a decent cash play tonight, maybe. He's pretty cheap.
And that's the same thing. I like playing Brandon Marsh as long as he leads off. Same thing at 2K. So these guys are all minimum price. They all got a little pop to them. We've seen Gilbert, melt down. He's still a kid, and Gilbert could, he could run through his lineup also. But I like to change the lineup. So good call on Mayfield. So I like Brandon Marsh too, and we like Varsho for Arizona. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Think I just got a note to thank Half Aches. Thanks for following us for the Half Aches. I just got a note. Just pick this up. So also, any of you guys have any other questions before we chop out of here? 6:35. You have a good half hour to make lineups. I guess not. I guess we're good. So once again, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., college football, pre-lock live with Walter Waddell, our college football expert. Sunday morning, NFL live. That's 11 o'clock also, I believe, right? And then back at next week, MLB, 6 p.m., start out the week, then another whole week of college football. It's pretty much our last regular season week of MLB, so we're going to hit that hard. And it's pretty much it. So good luck to everybody, and we'll be back tomorrow morning.
All right, thank you guys.